this is lesson 1 of marketing. Now, the first thing we come across is market research, which is the collection, collation, analysis of data relating to the market consumption of goods and services. Sounds very dry, that really, doesn't it? But what we're looking at is, can businesses market themselves, and by marketing themselves, can they then take some of the market? So, for example, I'm just trying to think of a business that has done that pretty well. Samsung, which has taken over Nokia, which is now able to compete with Apple. Steve Jobs once said that actually the Apple technology wasn't always that great. It was their marketing and their branding that was really, really good. So by having great marketing or branding, if you've got a reasonable product, you can create something worthwhile. Now, we have two types of information. We have primary information, which is first-hand, secondary information, which is data that has already been collected. We have quantitative research, which is numerical data, and qualitative research, opinions and views from open questions. Qualitative is sort of, how do you feel about this? What sort of images does this particular product conjure up in your mind? Okay, but when we do primary research, there's lots of different types. We can do surveys. We can just do observation, we can bring in a focus group and we can ask them qualitative research, open-ended questions. We can do experiments, and you can also do test marketing, which is when you bring out a product in a particular area and you try and sell it and just to see how it goes. Okay, so that's actual real live marketing. So that is primary research. That's primary research. The advantage of primary research is information is up to date. It's exclusive to the particular business. Questions specific to the business. You get quantitative data, you can get qualitative data. Disadvantages, obviously, it's expensive to collect and it takes a long time, and it still may be biased, it still may not be correct. But this is really sort of straightforward stuff. We're just going to go through all of this. You need to know the meaning of these words: primary research, quantitative data, qualitative data, facts, opinions, and why companies do market research. But what you really want to think about is how businesses can actually market themselves, which is really quite an interesting question. So this is still lesson 1 on marketing. Now, I've looked at primary research, now I'm going to look at secondary research. Secondary research is really easy. It's really just information that's already been collected. Well, it is not information that's already been collected. So this may have been collected through loyalty cards, sales reports, or company accounts, and that is internal or even external information. Trade reports, Mintel, independent reviews, internet sources. It's amazing how much information you can actually get off the internet. So this is much cheaper research for a company to get. So it's cheaper, it's easy to get hold of it, it's faster, it's quicker, and it's cheaper. However, the disadvantage is, of course, it's not exclusive to that particular firm and it may be out of date. Okay, so that's secondary research done. And then the course looks at what factors will actually affect demand. So that's price, obviously the price of your product, the substitutes that you have, the taste and the fashion that exists at that particular time, the income of people, the population, and seasonality, and everything like that. So really the idea behind any business is to create something that's a little bit different, whereby you can raise the price. You can raise the price and demand falls by a smaller percentage. Now that is called the price elasticity demand. Now if you can do that, you're in business. So we've just been to see Jaguar Land Rover, and they've been able to do that with the Range Rover Evoque. So they've been able to charge a high price and demand has only fallen by a small amount. So they're going to make more money on each good. And that's the same for any restaurant or anything else. So you want to do your research, your primary and secondary research, to find out what the customer wants, and then hopefully from there you can charge a high price. Thank you.